But for now, I'm in big pause mode, big figure life out mode, big count me out of the plans mode. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Sorry to start off looking all whoop, hope I didn't scare you. But I just wanted to catch you up because I wasn't gonna vlog this week, but after I was really looking at my to-do list for today, I was like, okay, it might be a good week to vlog, so we'll do this. So yeah, life lately, I guess. Last weekend, you guys saw my vlog of, it was actually a vlog that I had filmed 2 months prior, and I just didn't get around to finishing it, I guess. Like, you guys saw the way that week was. It was that whole week that I spent at home, then I had a work trip, and then when I came home, I had one night's sleep at home, and then I was back out to Miami, and then as soon as I got back from Miami, I was just like working every single day, including weekends. I'm really trying to like make as much money as possible lately. So I don't know, I ended up finishing filming, editing, uploading, and posting like way more videos before I had even bothered to go through the vlog footage of that one. So yeah, after I had scheduled out all of my June content, I was like, let me just revisit this footage really quick and like actually get this vlog together, because yeah. So it was nice to like fill in the blanks, I guess you could say, because you guys saw the Miami vlog, you saw all of the June content, but uploading that vlog kind of felt like I was filling in the blanks of a video that was supposed to be up in May that never ended up going up. Glad I got to get that up for you guys. This was the first month since starting my YouTube channel in January where I uploaded twice a week, every single week for the entire month. So woo! Round of applause for the entire 6th month of Fine Beauty Bible. Yay! So there wasn't really anything for me to vlog last week. I mean, you guys saw in the vlog that I did upload what a typical work day looks like for me. So if you're wondering what I was up to last week, it was that clip right there every single day, even weekends. Does that make sense? I always say that. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I know it makes sense because I'm speaking clear English. If you don't understand, rewind and listen again. I think that that's like a that's probably one of those habits. You know how they say women have a habit of like using a lot of exclamation points in our emails and apologizing a lot. I don't apologize a lot, to be honest. That's one feminine habit that I do not have. I only apologize when I know I am incorrect or wrong. That I don't have a problem with. It's not like I refuse to apologize, but I'm not one of those people that is at work just constantly saying, oh sorry, oh sorry, oh sorry. No, that's not me. But I do have a habit of always trying to make sure what I'm saying is being understood. So you guys probably hear me say that in videos all the time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Should I explain it more? Do you understand? Did I enlighten you? Did I educate you efficiently? I'm always asking that. Literally, what am I talking about right now? I'm just chatting as I do my makeup. This is gonna be a chatty vlog because everything that I have to do is pretty much within these 4 walls, so there's really not much outside we're gonna be doing. We're just gonna catch up with each other, yeah? Does that make sense? Another thing that I have to do is I actually am so ready for a career change. You guys have no idea. Like, I know you guys just literally just found out what I do for work, but I'm already ready to find what's next. So I have a meeting with the Career Service Center of my, what is it called? Alma mater, the college that I went to. I went to the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City, in case you didn't know. And I just was sitting down the other day thinking like, why am I stressing about finding a new job or like finding whatever my next opportunity is? Why am I stressing about this? I literally paid this college thousands and thousands of dollars to support me for life. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Shoot, if I decide tomorrow that I want to go to the moon, I'm going to that FIT career office and they can very well help me decide how to do that. That's how I feel about it. And it's funny because all of this month I've really been focused on like my money and how to formulate a plan for paying off my student loans. As I was sitting there thinking about my student loans, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm over here trying to figure out how to pay these people back their money for educating me, and I'm forgetting that they owe me resources for life. So how about it? Like, as long as I'm on this earth, I just needed that reminder. Like, I paid for that service, and it's something that they offered to alumni as well. So why am I not using it? Like, why am I trying to scour the internet for YouTube videos about how to change career paths and looking on LinkedIn for opportunities? And like, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm not using the resources that I literally paid for. So yeah, I logged on to the career center of my college, and I set up a meeting with them today for 4 p.m. It's so important sometimes to just remember how much information is actually available to you. And not only that, how much information you're actually entitled to. Because there's a lot of places you can find information, but you're not entitled for that person to help you. Like, you can find a really good finance content creator, for example, and you may have some questions that you really want them to cover. So you might leave them a comment like, okay, I see your success story, but how did you actually do it? Sometimes people get angry at like educational creators because that educational creator is not answering their questions directly or making content that specifically targets your life situation and like not answering their audience enough and creating content that is like specific and answers every single question in the world. That's not information that you're entitled to. The information you're entitled to is the information that you seek and the information that you pay for. That's the information you're entitled to. So rather than trying to continue looking on Instagram and YouTube and all of these places, sure, it's helpful, but that's not the help I'm entitled to getting, and that's not the help that is required to be correct. The help that's required to be correct are people sitting at the university office of the college you went to who are paid to give you accurate, up-to-date, professional help, advice, information. So I'm just gonna like completely pause on the self-research for I think for a few weeks, and from now on I'm only meeting with people who I'm entitled to their help. They have to help me because I paid for that service. I graduated from your university. So when I email you and I want to set up a meeting and ask how to make my next move, that's what you're gonna do. And the information I get, I don't have to worry about whether or not it's really accurate or whether or not it's really gonna work. And I think that that's just a smarter way to go about it. So if you're also just like in a space where you're ready for your next move and you don't really know what to do next or how to get there, just do like a quick little analysis. What information and resources do I pay for right now? Who can I go to who is absolutely required to help me if I ask? Maybe the answer to that question for you is nobody. Like maybe you didn't feel like finishing school, so they're not really entitled to meet with you because you're not alumni and you're no longer paying for their services. So if that answer for you is literally no one, then I think that's where the self-help comes in handy. And if you're still at a place where you feel like you're ready for your next move, but you still feel unqualified, then what you need to do is create work for yourself that is good practice for the types of changes you're seeking. So like I'm saying that I want to start doing freelance writing beauty articles for magazines, right? I have no idea how to get into that yet. Even though I went to a university where pretty much probably more than half the people I graduate are in freelance, using their talents however they want. That's not the route that I took, so I have no idea how to even do what I'm looking forward to right now. So what do I have to do in the meantime? I need to write some beauty articles, even though I have nowhere to send them or publish them yet. I need to get my practice in. I need to stay on point with just keeping up with recent beauty products. Keep my eye out for topics that relate to beauty that people would want to read about. Like I have to sort of do the work for myself and practice a lot before I even start to utilize the resources and the steps that I'm learning about how to get there. Because otherwise, you're going to be doing all these steps and then you're finally going to stumble upon a big break or an opportunity or stumble upon someone who's ready to help you, and you're not going to be prepared for it because all you did was do all this research and watch all these how I did this success stories online, and you never actually started practicing how to do it for yourself yet. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm like taking a good survey of all of my resources and what information and like help is available to me, but I'm also sort of working on practicing the work because no one's gonna pay me to do it if I'm not good at it yet, or if I have absolutely no proof that I'm capable of the job. So yeah, keep your resume up to date. Practice what you want to get into before you try to get into it. I say all that to say that I have an appointment today at 4 p.m. with the alumni office career center of my college, and they're going to help me figure out what to do next. Whether they like it or not, they're going to help me figure out. And I'm going to keep that lady on the phone for as long as I need to. I will schedule extra sessions if I need to. Like if I need to book a follow-up appointment next week because she runs out of time today, that's what I'm going to do. But I know that by the end of this month, I'm going to have a nice little 3-month plan laid out for how I would like my life to change by the end of this year. And if you are currently in a space where you also want that for yourself, but you don't know what to do next, start off by evaluating what you're capable of, what your talents are, what resources are available to you, and what resources you're entitled to. That's a good place to start. Even if you don't know how to do your goals yet, figure out what those goals actually are, and then you can figure out who can help you get there. So that's another thing that's on the to-do list today. I also want to search on LinkedIn for some more jobs. While searching for more jobs, I actually want to create a 3-month plan for the job that I'm currently at, because I feel like if I just continue searching for more jobs, like I've already been driving myself crazy searching for new jobs while already being ready to leave this one. It's like tough because it's kind of putting me in a bad mood when I do have to show up for work nowadays, because not even so much as the environment, but just like the mindset I'm in right now is not appreciating my current space anymore, and I don't want to do that. So I want to sort of train my brain to still be grateful for my current position, still be working on ways to improve here, and still be looking for ways to impress my current bosses, so that I have something to look forward to as I'm showing up to work still. Otherwise, what would happen is I'm constantly at work every day. I'm coming home applying to all new jobs, and so when I have to wake up the next morning to go back to the job that I'm ready to leave, I don't have any more goals for myself, so I'm feeling like I'm wasting my time. So if you are currently planning, this is another thing, like if you are currently planning your next step in life, don't forget to also look for ways to improve the situation you're already in right now, because you're still in it. You can't just give up on it and be tired of it already, because you're gonna put yourself in a bad mood when, let's say, like for example, it's taking me a lot longer to find a new job than I thought it would, and I have two options. I can either let that make me miserable and hate coming to work every single day and roll my eyes every single time I have to clock in, or I can create a 3-month plan for my current job and how I'm gonna hit certain goals that I set for myself here, how I'm gonna impress my bosses, how I'm gonna get them to write me a bomb recommendation letter when I'm ready to leave here. I can create a plan for my current position, my current job, what I'm currently doing, what I'm currently, I guess you could call it, stuck in. And that will just give me a more positive way to look at it, rather than just constantly being upset that I'm not at my next step yet, or being upset that my plans are taking too long. If I'm lucky now, with this way that I'm going about it, I won't even get to finish off the 3-month plan that I have created, because who knows, maybe by then I will have a new position. Who knows? You literally don't know. So while you don't know, create a nice long lengthy plan about how you're going to get yourself to appreciate your current position, maybe even earn more money. Like, who's to say, even though I'm already ready for new jobs, my job won't offer me a raise next week or something. Then boom, I'm motivated to stay here for another month or two, because now I'm making more money, I have more comfort, and yeah, you just never know. You never know. So you don't want to like be miserable with your current situation and not even be working on ways to keep yourself happy while you're looking for your next step, which I think a lot of people struggle with, to be honest. Like to be honest, even like pressure from my parents, like even they're already asking me like, why are you still at this job? You've had this job since you were a little teeny bopper in college. Like, you should be on to your next opportunity by now. You should be making more money by now. You shouldn't be living here this long. Like, all of that chatter just basically showed me that they're not capable of looking at a current position in life as something that you should still be happy about. At this point, it's almost like they're more miserable for me than I am for myself. And maybe you have people around you like that too, and it doesn't mean that they don't wish the best for you. Sometimes it literally is because they want the best for you. They are sort of like pushing this negativity and miserableness on you. So it's sort of your own responsibility, no matter what like outside pressures you're seeing. Like, do you know how many TikToks I see saying that in this day and age you should not be at a job for more than 2 years because at that point you're just missing out on money? And it's true, but rather than listening to all that extra chatter, I'm, for my own sake, my own mental health, deciding to be happy with where I'm at right now while I look for what's next. And that is very difficult for a lot of people. So this mindset switch is not going to be easy for everyone around you to understand, because they're almost going to be feeling like, why aren't you miserable? Aren't you tired of being annoyed at work? Aren't you tired of this? Aren't you tired of your bosses? Aren't you tired of doing the same thing every day? Aren't you tired of doing the same job every day and not growing? Aren't you tired of, like, you've already hit a ceiling at this job, why are you still there? Like, all of these things are things you're going to hear a lot, and it's going to sort of like, yes, propel you to be even more motivated to reach your next step. But if you're not careful, and if you're not mindful, and if you're not checking your own mindset, it can make you miserable. So that's my little advice. So I say all of that to say, literally every single task on my to-do list today comes with a spiel, because everything I'm doing today is kind of important to me. So I say all of that to say that another thing on my to-do list today is creating a 3-month plan for the job that I'm currently at, even though at 4 p.m. I'm meeting with my university about how to get out of here. I also have to do some laundry. No spiel about that one. Yeah. Enough of sitting in this chair though. Let's like actually start the day. I want to look semi-nice for my appointment with my university later, so I blew my hair out. I washed it, I blow dried it. This is how it looks blow dried. I'm about to add some cute little curls to the ponytail. And then my hair will be done. Just finished my makeup. I'm gonna put on some clothes. Then it'll be time to, like, you know, get a move on this day, because it is already 1:51 p.m. and my appointment with my university is at 4. It is, what time is it now? 5:46. I finished up having my little meeting with the person from my college. It went really well. She was actually very encouraging. She was an older woman, so I was a little bit scared about that, because sometimes, you know how older women are, the ones that work at colleges. They're usually like very unforgiving, very not positive, motivational, encouraging. They're usually just like very cutthroat and you know, like I know everything type of vibes. And she was I know everything type of vibes, but in a very positive way, and I really got the vibe that she wanted to help. So I think I'm going to make a follow-up appointment. Not I think, I already did make a follow-up appointment with her. She sent me like everything, a resume template. She gave me tips about what to rearrange in my current resume. She encouraged like my passion and all of the experience that I've gathered so far. She sent me a template that I can use for cover letters. Thank God, because I hate writing cover letters. Like, it always just feels like so much fluff to me. So she sent me a template for that. She also sent me an email template to use in case I want to like apply for a job that doesn't really exist yet. Like, let's say there's someone in the industry that I just look up to and I really want to figure out some type of way that I can be by their side, be their intern, work for them, do a small project for them, anything. She even sent me like an email template for that, and how I you know, word things, and how I keep pretty much the same resume every time. Because right now when I've been applying for jobs, I have been literally rearranging what experience I list, what daily tasks I list in my job description of each one. I've been just like completely writing a brand new resume pretty much every single application, because I wanted it to really tailor to what I'm applying to. And she was like, that's not necessary. If you find yourself having to rearrange your resume that much for every single application, it probably just means that you're applying to too many jobs that aren't necessarily a perfect fit for you. So she said, like, when I look at a job, pick out the main 3 functions that are part of the daily tasks of that job. And if it does not directly relate to the functions that I'm listing on my resume, just don't even bother to apply to it. It's a waste of time. You probably won't get chosen anyway. Like, I mean, and it sounds negative, but it really is the truth. Like, if you have to rearrange what task you're doing every day and try to make yourself look as good as possible for a job, it's probably just not a good fit, and you can find one that is a better fit. So yeah, it was encouraging to hear that. She helped me book an appointment, so I have another one on July 12th with her to log on and chat with her again. She said that as soon as I finish updating the things that she told me, I can just like email her back. She'll give me some tips. So it was great. So now I'm about to do my little homework that she told me about. Then after that, I think I'm just gonna like figure out my finances for the next 2 months, because I have like a few financial goals that I want to hit before my birthday this year. So I've got 3 months to make it happen. And yeah, it's just gonna be like a get my life in order, scribble on my iPad until I have my life together type of day. And yeah, I hope you guys really like those like words of encouragement that I was talking about earlier when I was doing my makeup, because all of those points, like, it's just, that's what I keep in mind during all of this. Like, and I'm glad I'm even vlogging this, because maybe sometime next year I'll be looking back at it like, wow, see, I was making it happen before I even knew what was gonna happen. Boom. Ah! Don't fall! Don't fall! Okay. Hey y'all, it is the next day since when I last talked to you. I remember I had my appointment with my career service center at my college yesterday, and today all I've been doing, I really don't have any like vlog footage for you today, because as soon as I woke up, I put my hair in this little ponytail and I have been fixing my resume. I have also been writing a different cover letter for about 10 different job applications. I also was in contact with one of my friends from college who she recently told me that her job is actually hiring soon. So I'm gonna apply for those, and I'll keep you guys posted about how that goes. But that's really all I've been doing all day. Probably by the end of the week, I want to have about 10 more applications filled out, and then I'm gonna send my resume over to the lady so that she can approve it and let me know if I should tweak it anymore before filling out even more applications. And yeah, that's been my focus all day today. So sorry for not checking in. It is the next day already. Yeah, that's what I'm working on, and that's probably what I'm working on for the rest of today. So if you don't see any more clips from today, that's what I was doing. Computer setup here. I am just continuing on with my little day of errands. I have an application here that I'm looking at, and on my computer I'm editing my cover letter so that I can submit it to them and hopefully get this application sent out by the end of today, because I'm telling you, by the time these student loan payments restart again, I need to be at somebody's new job. Like, when it comes to the money and just like the sheer responsibilities that I have coming up, this job was fine for me when I was still in college. 0 bills. My dorm was paid for because I was an RA. Didn't even have so much as a phone bill back then. But now, yeah, I'm coming to the end of my availability rope with my current job. So by the end of today, I'm gonna have this application filled out for something that I'm looking at, and also 2 more for 2 other companies that I saw on LinkedIn that are hiring. And yeah. Sorry if this vlog is all about paperwork and getting things in order, but that's just the energy I've been feeling lately. I just want to get my ducks in a row and prepare like for financial decisions that I have to make soon, employment decisions, start maybe saving for my own place, like all these things that just have been heavier on my mind recently than usual. So it makes me feel good to actually work towards these things instead of just like sitting and worrying about it and not changing anything about my situation. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do for the rest of the day. I think I'm gonna set a timer actually. I'll set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Yeah, by the time that 30 minutes is over, I need to be done writing this cover letter, because I should not be overthinking it the way I am. I just need to fill it out, pop in the name of the company I'm applying to, and get it sent out so I can get through more than 1 application per day, you know? I need to really like put the pedal to the metal as far as this job search goes, because I need to be in a new employment I won't even say by the end of the year, because it needs to be way before that. Like, I find that every time I give myself a really far off due date for my goals, I just I end up just convincing myself that I'm already happy where I'm at and don't need to change. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm literally saying by the time my first student loan payment is due, I need to have a new job, savings account back on track, like everything. I cannot keep like dipping and dabbling with my finances in order to get by. It's just not a sustainable way to live long term. So I'm taking control of my situation, and you know, soon I'll be back to going on vacations once every 2 months and buying whatever clothes and shoes and makeup I want, and being able to, ooh, my hair scarf fell off, and being able to review 50 products for you guys every single week. But for now, I'm in big pause mode, big figure life out mode, big count me out of the plans mode, big miss out on summer in order to stack mode. That's where I'm at. So yeah,